In 2021, professional scouts warned that Michael Olise was a massive gamble, but Thierry Henry saw something the rest of the world completely missed.
Most important player is Michael Olise.
From the scouts who noticed his exceptional vision and composure to the teammate who watched him improve every single day, they all recognized something the rest of the world completely missed.
I think it's been, for me, if one of the best players this season, if not the best.
Today, after an incredible season with Bayern Munich and a massive summer transfer saga linking him to Real Madrid, Michael Olise is proving exactly why he is one of the most coveted wingers on earth.
Who is the best winger in the world? Michael Olise.
It's Dene, and he's released Olise. It's Olise!
To understand how he builds this elite composure, we have to go back to where it all began. Michael Olise was born on December 12, 2001 in London, England. Growing up, he was completely surrounded by football culture, with a heritage blending French, Algerian, and Nigerian roots. He possessed a unique connection to different styles of game. Like many kids, his dream was simple: to become a professional footballer.
Looking around him, Michael Olise!
But actually reaching that level would require years of brutal sacrifice. But building that identity was not easy. In fact, it was born out of mutual rejection. Before he turned 16, Michael Olise was released by Arsenal, kicked out of Chelsea Academy, and walked away from Manchester City after being mocked by teammates for his physical build. While English academies looked for a raw power and physical size, instead the development and identity builds on immaculate close control, unbothered creativity, and the rare ability to passing lines that other players could not even see. He masters how to read defenders, how to manipulate tight space, and how to make ice-cold decisions under intense pressure.
There is something that Michael does ever so well, and that wingers do not do.
Had a complete game. I think he was good in possession, he was good out of possession.
The elite academies thought he was not ready, but his response was not to give up. It was to rebuild. Olise took a massive step back, leaving the bright light of London to join Reading FC. The Championship is one of the most brutal, physical leagues in the world, a place where many young technical players completely vanish. But instead of chasing easy attention or complaining about the drop in level, Olise put his day down. He forced his way into the senior team at just 17 years old. By the 2020 to 2021 seasons, the quiet kid who could not find a home was named the FA Young Player of the Season, providing to every single club that had rejected him exactly what they had thrown away. Reading had given Michael Olise a platform to show his genius, but a bigger stage was calling. In the summer of 2021, Crystal Palace triggered a bargain €8 million release clause to bring the young playmaker back to London.
Let's welcome to South London. How big a moment is this for you in your life?
Yes, it's a big moment. Premier League football, it's a great club.
Now, the ultimate test awaited the English Premier League. It was a world that was faster, more physical, and infinitely more demanding. This move will determine if his effortless creativity and slow motion composure could survive against the most ruthless defenders on earth. But instead of shrinking under the bright light of Selhurst Spark, Olise was about to explode.
Casemiro, Michael Olise! It is simply sublime from Michael Olise.
Moving from the Championship to the English Premier League is a leap that breaks many young careers. The defenders are world class. The game is ruthlessly fast, and every microscope mistake is immediately punished. But in the summer of 2021, Crystal Palace saw a rare genius. They triggered a bargain €8 million release clause to bring the 19-year-old back to London. It was a massive gamble on a teenager who had never played top-flight football. But Olise was about to show the world that his ice-cold composure could unlock any defender on earth. Olise didn't rush the Premier League. Instead, he slowed it down. His patience was legendary. He waited for the perfect milestone to streak. Alongside every chase, he created total joy. By April 2023, he made history. He dropped 3 assists in a single half against Leeds. He became the youngest player in Premier League history to ever do it. The kid from the lower leagues was officially world class. Watching Michael Olise is completely different. He doesn't just rely on raw speed. Instead, he studies his defense. He manipulates them with a rather sharp touches. He uses pure intelligence to create space. Every cross, every pass, and every shot is calculated. On the pitch, he is completely ice-cold.
Technical or whatnot, sometimes you forget about your defensive duty. He doesn't. He thinks about the game, the way he goes about the game. Michael is
Olise has a split vision that the other ones don't have.
Okay.
They're killers They can win the game.
But the rise to the top was far from smooth. Olise soon faced his darkest professional test. Several hamstring injuries completely derailed his momentum. He spent months on the sideline watching from afar. Missing crucial matches is a nightmare for any rising star. But Olise refused to give up. Every time his body broke down, he returned even stronger. In 2024, he dropped 10 goals in just 19 games. The brightest young talent in the world was back.
It is magnificent.
The hype around him exploded. Fans fell in love with his composure. Fans could not stop praising his vision. Opponents dread defending him. Week after week, he dominated the patch. The Premier League officially belonged to Michael Olise. Soon, Europe's elite club came calling. He was no longer just a young talent. He was a consistent, mature match winner. Selhurst's Park could not hold him anymore. Crystal Palace had unleashed a monster. Michael Olise was ready for the absolute biggest stage. The next chapter was a monumental. The German giant came calling, a massive $16 million blockbuster move. He left the Premier League behind. He stepped onto one football grandest stage, Allianz Arena, Bayern Munich.
He's a player that's going to improve, he's going to get better, and there's no question that potentially he could fit right in at Bayern Munich.
Olise concerned the Premier League. Now he won the world. July 2024 changed everything. Bayern Munich made their move. They announced his signing to the world. It becomes the biggest blockbuster transfer of the summer. A new superstar had arrived in Germany. For many players, Bayern Munich is the ultimate dream. The club is built on ruthless history. They demand league's title. They hunt for the EFF Champions League. There is zero room for error. Now the pressure was completely on. Olise was expected to perform on football's biggest stage.
Obviously, this is Michael Olise. Olise with a shot, and it's a wonderful goal.
Germany meant a completely new world, new leagues, new teammates, massive expectation, but Olise never changed. His calmness remained legendary. His vision was still unmatched. His creativity was totally effortless. He refused to alter his identity. Instead, he trusted his signature style. The kid from Reading had officially conceded the Bundesliga. Internationally, the world took notice. Olise climbed through the French youth ranks. Soon, the senior national team came calling. He stepped into one of the most ruthless squad on earth. It was a monumental milestone, a reminder of an incredible journey. The kid from London was a new global superstar. Olise is never the loudest player on the pitch. Instead, he let his genius do the talking. His persistent first touch spikes his thumb. His vision creates impossible opportunities. His left foot delivers passes nobody else can see. The streets made him a force in Europe, but the ultimate proof arrived on the biggest stage on earth. At the 2026 World Cup, Olise officially went global. He tore through the tournament with a staggering 5 assists. In a strict chaotic 6-4 thrilling against England, he dropped 2 clinical assists to secure his legacy. From the lower leagues of England to the pinnacle of the world football, Michael Olise didn't just chase greatness, he let it come to him. From London to Reading, from Reading to Crystal Palace, from Crystal Palace to Bayern Munich. Every single milestone was earned on the grass. Zero hype, zero controversy, just pure, unadulterated football. Michael Olise didn't wait for his moment, he built it. The story of Michael Olise is still being written. New chapters are still ahead, but one thing is already clear. The coach who believed in him, the squad who recognized his genius, the teammates who saw his quality every day, they were all completely right. If you enjoy this documentary, subscribe, hit that like button, and drop a comment below which Michael Olise performance impressed you the most. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one.